Hi, folks. I'm Tom Kvick. I'm back again with second stream. Probably not as soon as I promised, but I had a little bit more to do than I thought. All right, so this one focuses on the developing flood threat here in central Louisiana. Of course, we're starting off with the local radar showing an area of rain moving northeastward through East Texas. Now it's crossed into the Louisiana side of the Sabine River. And this is the second wave of rain. We had one come through late last night and early Monday morning. We got a little bit of a break across at least part of central Louisiana during the day today, but this is going to bring an increase in the rain here throughout the evening hours. It's associated with a second little piece of energy aloft. Notice that this is moving to the northeast individually, but the whole system is pushing eastward across the area and will continue to bring rain to central Louisiana again for a while for tonight. But we see a back edge. Notice as we see the trend of around Waco, Bryan, College Station, working up into the Dallas, McKinney areas, and even down toward Houston. This is a signature in the satellite imagery. There's a disturbance in the atmosphere. Ahead of this disturbance, we have the clouds, we have the moisture. Behind the disturbance, we have dry air. So we have less cloudiness. So we can see that signature. That is lifting the atmosphere. And what little moisture and instability we have right now is being lifted and producing clouds and rainfall. So I'm not too worried about tonight, but overall setup indicates that this whole pattern is going to continue. There's going to be more moisture. It's going to warm up. When the atmosphere is warmer, it can hold more moisture. We still have the dynamics, so that will actually increase as we will see stronger disturbances than what we had this morning and what we're going to get here for this evening come back into the forecast, and that is going to bring these rainfall totals. Now, futurecast, this is just kind of playing it out. This is going into the first amount for tonight. We get a little break for part of the day tomorrow, and then especially during the PM hours Tuesday, we're going to start to notice an increase in the rain coverage and intensity to the west of us, and then that is going to work through the area with several different episodes probably within that main time frame, say from Tuesday evening through Thursday morning. So that is what that map just covered. By Thursday afternoon, things are looking better as far as the rainfall coverage. And we play it out. We see maybe a little second wave Friday night, Saturday morning. That could produce an extra inch or two of rainfall, maybe in some locations. And then finally, it's over with after that. So flash flood risk for today and tonight is pretty low. The Weather Prediction Center having us in a marginal risk, meaning that it can't be ruled out, but I would say that this isn't the thing that we're worried about. Through midnight Tuesday, though, this is going to come into play after tonight and include what we have tonight through Tuesday at midnight. So this is a kind of a second wave, if you will. A 100% chance of rain. Everybody's going to get rain sometime, either Monday evening, Monday night, Tuesday, and even into Tuesday evening. Now, common amounts during this wave, this time period only. Again, this is kind of a coaching philosophy. We play one game at a time. Well, I'm taking it one day at a time as far as the QPF, as we call it, the quantitative precipitation forecast, how much rain may actually fall. Common amounts about a half inch, maybe up to 2 inches in some locations that get a little bit more, but a peak amount of 3 to 4 inches can't be ruled out through midnight Tuesday, especially if we can get some training of echoes going over the same location repeatedly. That is the setup, of course, that you hear about for flash flooding. So the flood risk here for Tuesday and Tuesday night, the Weather Prediction Center has bumped it up to a moderate category, which Nick and I agree with, that this is certainly more than just a lesser flood threat, despite being in the middle of a big drought. So the flash flood risk for Tuesday night in that medium category, moderate category, and Wednesday night and into Thursday morning, it remains with us. So we have 2 straight days for this to be in effect for us. So again, the accumulated risk of the rainfall is going to be what we're concerned about. There is one flood alert out already. We have a flood warning for the Calcasieu River near Glenmora out in southwest Rapides Parish. That is including future expected rainfall. So here are some details. The flood stage on that river at that location is 12 feet. Now, today's stage is well below that, just about 5 feet, and the trend has been near steady. However, once we start raining by Friday morning, it's expected to crest at 12.5 feet, a half a foot above flood stage. And here's a little bit of a historical marker for you. If you're around that area in 2023, in March, there was a 14.3 foot stage on the Calcasieu River near Glenmore, about 2 feet higher than what it will be for this time. Now, these numbers can change. Of course, the stage will change as we get more rain. The trend will change. The trend will be going up. And the crest, the date and amount and the height could change, again, depending on how much rain does end up falling compared to what is forecasted. So a couple of river impacts here for you. Strother's Crossing Road may be closed. Price Crossing Road may be closed as well. If not closed, then they will have some water on them, and forested areas near the river will flood. So this isn't a big deal for that area right now. You folks who are affected in the Calcasieu River around the Glenmore area, you're very familiar with this. And again, normally several times a year you're involved in these kind of things. Now, if we get more rain falling in that area than we think, then these details could change. So flooding threat in general now, covering this, going beyond that to Tuesday midnight. Remember, I did it kind of parish by parish from now through midnight Tuesday. Now, going from about that time through Thursday morning, we will see several more episodes of rain and thunderstorms, widespread rainfall with excessive amounts expected. And generally, in my study of the rainfall history of central Louisiana, I use 2 inches as a benchmark to start adding the word heavy rain or locally heavy rain expected. So if we get 2 inches in 24 hours, that's locally heavy. Now, if we get 5 inches of rain, in my opinion, in the study I've done in this area, that is something that I'll call excessive rainfall. We are in the excessive category with this series of events. And as far as coverage, it won't be hit, miss, or scattered. It's going to be pretty widespread that folks get about 3 to 6 inches of rain through Thursday morning, which is the time when it will kind of settle down and quit until we get that little Friday night, Saturday morning thing. Peak amounts during that period could reach 6 to 10 inches. That's what we're looking out for. So most susceptible will be our smaller river systems, like maybe the Little River, Calcasieu River, and some of those, and lesser like Bayou Anacoco. And so those are the things that we're looking at right now. Can't mean there wouldn't be any problems on the larger river systems, say like the Red River. I definitely expect the Red River to go up. And it, again, all depends on the rainfall pattern. We're probably going to need more rainfall back further to the northwest than is expected with this. But again, all this is kind of in flux, but this is kind of outlining how much rain we can expect. Not only is there a threat of the smaller river systems being affected, going to flood stage, there could be some urban flooding and some flash flooding, because there will be some heavy thunderstorms associated with this, especially as we get into that Wednesday night and Thursday morning time frame. There could be some training of the rain, additional showers and thunderstorms moving over the same area. Instead of just hitting you one time, it's kind of a repeat action to it. So rainfall rates of 2+ inches in an hour or less could promote flash flooding in some of those urban locations and other locations that are susceptible to that. All right, so I think that's about all I've got for you. That'll wind it up, and I'll continue doing these updates as the situation progresses. Thanks for being with me, and thanks for your patience. A lot of information here, but to kind of get you oriented in the way that we cover